guys, it's Sam and this is Top 5 Wednesday. If you're not familiar with Top 5 Wednesday, I will leave a link to the Goodreads group down below for topics and such. This week's topic are the books that we want to read before the end of the year. I have mentioned in a few different videos a bunch of books that I want to read before the end of the year. I'm going to try to not repeat any, but I do have a standing list of things and then also some newer books that I want to get read. So yeah, so these are all books that I already own, so I'm not going to be mentioning any books that are going to come out that I know I'm going to get read. These are books that I already own that I want to add to my before the year's over TBR kind of thing. Number 5 is the book Thief by Markus Zusak. This is a favorite of so many people and I'm meaning to read it for a while now. I've had it on my shelf for probably close to 2 years now and I just haven't picked it up. It's a book that I know is going to be sad and I usually read historical fiction in the winter, so I'm hoping to pick this up in like November, December. I'm planning to do it around Christmas time, but I always say that and then I just run out of time and I'm just too busy. But fingers crossed, because I really wanted to get this for a while and I surprisingly haven't been spoiled for it, but I know it's only a matter of time, so I need to just get to it. Number 4 is The Demon King by Cinda Williams-Chima. This is the first book in a YA fantasy series. It's very well loved, and I've talked about this before. I've been meaning to get to it for a while. I've had it on my shelf for a long time, and I've mentioned in other videos. It's on my list of books to get read in 2016 that I made at the beginning of the year, along with The Book Thief, actually. So it's on there. It's set in stone. I'm doing it. I just need to stop putting it off, and I have been for some reason, and I need to stop doing that, because I know I'm going to like it, and a lot of people have told me that there's like a slow burn romance in this series, and I'm like really here for it. I think, if I remember correctly, that it's like hate to love slow burn, which is like my jam, so I just need to do it. Number 3 is Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. I am on a Sanderson kick this year with finishing Mistborn, and I really want to read more of them, and I don't want to put the books off, because I do tend to put his books off, like, unless I marathon reading them, I tend to just wait, because I'm just like, I love them so much, and I want to make them last, but then I don't read them for a year, so I'd like to read another book of his before the end of the year. It's either going to be this one or Elantris. I keep going back and forth. I've had this one longer, so it might be this one first and then Elantris, but we'll see. So these books are chunky, but I tend to read them quickly. I want to keep in the Cosmere world so I don't forget things. This is my dream. Number 2 is The Queen Deerling by Erica Johansson. This is another book that's on my list of books to get read in 2016, so it's a goal that I set for myself at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to meet it, so I know I'm going to read this one. But I have the first 2 books in the series on my shelf and haven't read them yet, and I know I'm going to like it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it. It's a book that has had mixed opinions, but I'm pretty confident that I'll like it. So I want to get to it, but I just keep putting it off because I think those mixed opinions, I'm like skeptical, even though I tend to like books that a lot of people don't like or that have polarizing viewpoints on. I just always tend to like them for some reason, for the most part. And number 1 is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I need to get to this. Everyone keeps talking about it. I know it's gonna be right up my alley. I want to know if I'm gonna be the person that hates Quoth, because I know a lot of people hate him, but a lot of people love him, and I just have a lot of feelings about this and needing to get to it and to like enjoy the fandom of it all. I'm actually thinking that I'll read this one possibly for the next round that I do of Tome Topple. That's hopefully going to be in November or December. I haven't decided. I'm going to run like a poll to see what everyone thinks. It's going to be in September. Now it's not anymore because it's too soon after the last one. I need some recovery time. Everyone's really busy. That's going to be saved for a separate announcement, video, Twitter discussion, something like that. Anyway, I'm getting off track, but I need to read this book. And even though it's not on my list of 2016 reads because I didn't have this book at the beginning of the year, it just needs to happen. And I think I'm going to fly through it. But I also decided to add a bunch of really long books, mostly fantasy, to my list of things I need to read before the end of the year. And this isn't even all of the books that I have on my list. I think I have like 7 more on my list of books I want to read before the end of the year. So we'll see. I tend to set really high goals for myself, and sometimes I achieve them and sometimes I don't. So we'll see what happens. But for sure, that needs to happen. And these 2. And this one. And hopefully this one. I mean, we'll see what happens. Come back in this video and mock me if I don't make it by the end of the year, but I hope I can read all of these before the end of the year. Please. So that is it for some of the books that I need to read before the end of the year. Comment down below and let me know a few of the books that you are setting the goal of reading before the end of the year for yourself. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!